Hey everyone. Sorry about last week. Internet's down. Was down. Not down now. Was. But I am going to be doing since we didn't get to do it last week. I know it said the Thornwood, the Indiana State Central Hospital. We are going to be doing the Thornwood Castle tonight. So give me 1 second. I thought I had it still out, but I guess I don't. Cleaning up my desk, and I put it back. So, excuse me. So tonight we are going to be doing the Thornwood Castle, and we will introduce the Indiana State Central Hospital. So, I give it a few more minutes here. God, I am burning up. So tonight is going to be Thornwood Castle. I got everything uploaded onto my other platform. So what I think I've decided to do is I'm going to start doing 2 locations every week. But tonight we'll just leave it to 1. And then next week I will do the 2 locations that I have for tomorrow night's stuff. I am burning up. I think I need to clean my ACs again. So, I am Linda. I am a paranormal historian. Give you a little bit about myself. A little recap. I have done the history and research on over 200 different locations in the United States. And then now this new show was not new to me. Some of you, already know who I am, but this is called Haunted Memoirs. I am burning up, and I don't know why. Anyway, sorry. I am feeling a lot better than I did when I came back a couple weeks ago, so that's a plus. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's see if I can. There we go. Ha-ha. So tonight is going to be Thornwood Castle, and then next week I will do the Indiana State Central State Hospital, and no, it is not what we all know it is. It is actually down in Indianapolis, Indiana. Um, there is a college now where it used to sit, and there's also a museum in that area. But we'll get to all of that next week. So Thornwood Castle was built over 100 years ago by Chester Thorne, and it is located in Lakewood, Washington. The castle is nestled amongst the growth of fir trees on 4 acres of land on American Lake in Washington. So it's in Lakewood, Washington, but the lake that it sits on is named American Lake. So the history dates back to 1907, and it took 4 years to finish this. So from 1908 to 1911. So 1908 is when it actually began being built. But in 1907 is when Mr. Thorne himself started doing the plans for this amazing castle. So 1911 is when it finally was finished. It was a 3-story castle. Like I said, took 4 years to build. Chester Thorne had Thornwood Castle built into his specifications. And in the heart of the area, he devoted his life and career to. So he devoted his life and career to Lakewood, Washington. Thorne was fascinated with the grandeur of old English estates. So with the help from his wife and architect Kelsey Cutter, he made his dream home a once-in-a-lifetime estate. He was determined to reinvent his determined to reinvent his own castle of sorts in a English Tudor Gothic mansion style that only the best went into. It had 54 rooms, included 28 bathrooms. 54 rooms, including 28 bedrooms, 22 baths. 400-year-old bricks was used from an original English castle. Crystal windows that were used from the castle in the castle were from an English duke who spent 40 years collecting the pieces and shards and panels and over 100 pieces of stained glass. And these were all salvaged from 15th and 16th century churches that can be found all throughout the castle. So every window and stained glass window that's in this castle or Thornwood Castle mansion, whatever you want to call it, you can find them. All of the pieces of the stained glass that was collected. Oh my gosh, I am burning up. 3 ships had to be commissioned to bring the bricks, the wood, the windows, and everything. And those were also around Cape Horn area. So that's where they were delivered to, was Cape Horn area. The Pacific Northwest, to be more precise. Many of the materials used to build the castle were from a castle in England. It was built to last through centuries. It has a solid 3-foot thick foundation and 18-inch floor of concrete and cinder. Only the best went into the building the castle. He hired a Native American laborer to help construct the castle. Following their traditions, they cut and hung numerous wishbone sticks around the foundation walls in the basement during the construction. In their tradition, these helped protect from evil spirits and bring good fortune to the house in the future, as well as provide protection to the workers who was building Chester wanted the castle to be as authentic as possible. You can find a beautifully handcrafted fountains located throughout the whole manor itself. The gardens of the castle was a gift to his wife, Anna. She called the gardens her secret gardens. He had it designed by the Olmsted brothers. 37 of the estate's original 100 acres were planted with formal English gardens as a gesture of love for his wife. That was, when I seen that, I was like, that is so sweet. It's truly an English garden in every way. At the gates, you will feel like you are stepping into the novel, The Secret Gardens. The gate to the gardens is a 100-year-old wood gate. The walkway is bordered with flowers and shrubs. The steps in front of the front and the back lead to the sunken area. The main focus of the sunken garden is the tranquil fountain, surrounded by a lush lawn. Many of the Thornwood sanctuary are found in the garden. He hired 28 full-time gardeners, including a collar gardener, whose sole job was to coordinate the color schemes in each section of the gardens. Chester and Anna were married for 41 years. Him and Anna lived in the castle with their daughter Anita. When Anita married, her children and her family, they all continued to live in Thornwood. Thornwood was attended by 40 servants, 28 gardeners. The Thorns lived a happy life, but was free from any tragedies. Anita Thorne's daughter contracted scarlet fever and went deaf in one ear. She had to wear a hearing aid and was embarrassed about it. She would go into hiding whenever her parents had get-togethers. Now, it is said that a grandchild of Chester's drowned in the fountain in the ornamental pond. Sorry, not the fountain. The ornamental pond. Sadly, we'll get back to that in a minute. Sadly, he passed away October 16th of 1927 from cancer, and then Anna followed in 1954. And she passed away from old age, probably from a broken heart too. Being married to a man for 41 years, living in the home that he built, I would die of a broken heart. That's just me, though. But after Chester and Anna passed away, Anita and her family continued to live in the castle until 1959. She sold the castle against her father's wishes to a property developer named Harold St. John. The once 100-acre estate was sold, was promptly divided, and now the castle only sits on about 4 acres. Over the next several years, the castle was sold to many different hands until this castle was sold to the current owners. Now, this was I started this when I was 13, so who knows who the owners are now. I did not look back to see who the current owners were. But at the time, it was Wayne and Deanne Robertson in 2000. So not too long ago. The Robertsons have restored the castle to its loving form and beauty. Over the years, the castle played to host to lots of very notable guests, including President Theodore Roosevelt and William Howard Taft. The castle has been used as a location for several movies and photo shoots, but the most famous one being that of Rose Red. It also is a large part for the movie and prequel to Rose Red, The Diary of Ellen Rembauer. Dubbed as the house that built love and a long and rich history, but tragic history, it's no wonder the castle was home to several different egos. Now, The ghosts of Thornwood are not evil, nor are they malevolent, like portrayed in the movie Rose Red, but are on the playful side, if not outright mischievous. They don't like too much light. Most of the lighting comes from small candle-shaped lamps mounted high up on the walls. After the Robertsons moved in, Deanne noticed that every so often in the smoking room, a light bulb would be unscrewed. She would screw it back in and then come back a few minutes later, and then another one would be unscrewed. Then another guest witnessed the arms of a lamp swing so hard on their own that when they collided, the light bulbs broke, like it shattered. But instead of the glass falling like flying everywhere, it fell like straight down. Many have stated that they have seen Mr. Thornwood himself in and around the castle, so he is also in the room that he formerly occupied, and his haunting is a residual haunting, meaning he follows a routine. He is also seen around the lawn and near the fountains around the property. Anna Thornwood is also seen around the castle, so it is stated. She has been seen in a second-story window overlooking the garden. Another ghost is said to be the ghost of the grandchild that is said to have drowned in the pond in the gardens. Guests have seen a child-sized apparition near those ponds. Another experience is that of the phantom party going on in the hall, and Mr. and Mrs. Thornwood themselves have been seen at the top of the grand staircase, dressed as if they were going to a party. Also at the grand staircase, Mrs. Robinson has seen what she described as a vortex. Anita can be seen in her room that is now used as a bridal suite. There is many more claims ranging from hearing noises and seeing shadows. So with the castle that has a long and rich history, it's no wonder why it is on the National Register of Historic Places. It now serves as a gracious country inn that has been lovingly restored to its former glory. I feel like I might have missed something there. Nope, didn't miss anything. So, but yes, that was the Thornwood Castle. Not too long, unfortunately, I know. That's just what I had typed up like forever ago. I'll have to go back through and redo everything. But yeah. For some reason, I got overly hot. Now I'm nauseous to my stomach. It's just been one thing after another with me. So, but yeah, tonight was supposed to be the Indiana State Central Hospital. I guess we could go ahead and do that one. Why not? We got time. Probably not. No, not gonna do that. Ooh, I see the moon, and it is gorgeous. Sorry, from where my desk is sitting, I can see the moon. So, My dog keeps coming over to my desk. She thinks I'm gonna give her something, and I have nothing for her. So, My contacts are not wanting to cooperate. Sorry. I was just looking at something on my phone real fast, But yes, so I was going to do the Indiana State Central Hospital, but I decided not to do that one tonight. I just went over to Thornwood Castle. It was short, sweet, and simple. I will start to look and see if I can figure out longer type of locations and also do 2 locations a week instead of just one. I also have the John R. Drish House. So that one is in store too. So, yeah. I am tired. I had to work today, guys. I had to work and not feeling the best at work because I keep going through like these hot and cold flashes. Like I'll get really, really hot to where like I'm sweating, and then I'll get really, really cold. And it sucks. And then I've been dealing with a migraine. I just can't win for losing this week. Cannot win for losing this week. As always, I'm still open to suggestions. I'm still open to requests. I'm also taking locations across the pond to start doing those. Alright, my hair's got to come down. Maybe that will help with my migraine. But it's just been one thing after another, and I honestly don't know. I'm going to call my doctor and let her know what's been going on. Of course, I can get my hair to look this good, even on a daily. So if you're just joining, I did the Thornwood Castle tonight, since I wasn't able to do it last week. If anybody has any questions, just shoot me a comment and I will answer them the best of my ability. So it's, like I said, it's been one thing after another. I've been dealing with the migraine, so maybe that's why I don't feel like the best in my stomach. I did get my background put up this week. I found everything and I got it put up like 10 minutes before the show was supposed to begin. So and don't forget, I know Jeremy, and I will be at the Para-Unity event in October 19th is when that will be. I was just at the Hannah House event, and that was a really good event. I took my pet skunk with me. So what are you doing?
Nothing.
What is on your face, child?
Tattoos. They wash off. Yeah, they skip off.
What are you doing? Sorry, guys. Anyway. So, yeah. I might change, because I want to relook up Indiana Central, and cannot find really nothing on that one, so I'm thinking about going ahead and changing that one. I mean, I have over 200 locations, so I might just go ahead and do that. I need to do that, though, because there's not a lot on that location from what I could tell. I mean, I have actually tried looking into it more and more, and I can never find anything on it. And it's not Indiana State Hospital. That is not the location I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Central State Hospital down in Indianapolis. I mean, it's starting to really get to me that I can't find anything on this location. And I've dug and dug and dug and dug and dug and dug, and I can't find anything on this location. So I'm going to go ahead and change that location. I'm just going to flip through my composition notebook and let's see here. Because it finally opened in 1848, and then it only housed 3,000 patients at the time. And then, so there was not very much on it that I could find. Ooh. Crescent Hotel. Let me 31. We are going to do the Crescent Castle. The Crescent Hotel, sorry. Crescent Hotel. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the Crescent Hotel. We're going to do that one. So instead of the Indiana State, because that one has actually a pretty pretty good. Oh my gosh.
I washed my face off.
Okay.
See?
That's got a pretty good thing. So
I'm keeping this one on.
we'll get those two. Whoops. Actually, let me see if I can. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea what they're doing. I guess tonight has been one of those nights. Honestly, it has. It's like now I'm getting cold. So not fair. So not fair.
Can I say hi?
I guess.
Hi. Are you watching?
Nothing. I'm not watching anything. I was gonna look up something, but so trying to get more locations and do a bunch of other stuff in between work and taking care of my aliens. So, whoa, the moon is like moving super quick. I can't see it from my kitchen window now unless I go like this. So, what is... I re-dyed my hair, and then I did my color depositing shampoo last night, and it made it so much darker red. I'm so happy with it now. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the show, and then I promise you next week, I promise I will have 2 locations for you. And those locations are going to be, like I said, it's going to be the Crescent Hotel and the John Drish House. So I will see you all next week. I know I'm ending it a little bit earlier than I would like to, but too much noise in the background, and I gotta send these guys to bed so I can go to bed because I am tired and my stomach is not feeling the best because I just went through a hot flash. So,
Thank you so much.
Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.